Greetings everyone, my name is Napoleon Complex, and today we're going to be fighting another random battle. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded for a while, I kind of ran myself into the ground. So we're playing as the Norwegians 1115 to 1319, and we're fighting against the Scots 1162 to 1319. Now we are apparently defending in this battle. The enemy has outmatched us, but if we hold on until nightfall we win. So let's take a look at our army. So I've got a large number of below average offensive spearmen. These should be decent units. I don't know what the Scots will be bringing. I imagine lots of spearmen in this era with maybe a few units of cavalry. We have our own knights. Now, since I have to hold out until nightfall, of course I guess I kind of have to try and hold this hill. It's the only piece of terrain that gives us a sizable defensive advantage. Thing is that there's also a lot of rough ground here, and that's going to disrupt my troops. But of course that could also work to our advantage. So let's take a look. That's actually one thing the peasants could be good for. They could hold the patch of rough ground quite well here. But only if they're in a supporting role, because they're still only peasants. Let's start. Let's see. The problem is the enemy will come up this hill and they will try and get a secure position here. So since this area is jutting out, I think my strongest units have to be on the left hand side. Then again, if they're also... No, I think I've got a better idea. We're going to use this rough ground to mask our least powerful troops. I'm going to have the peasants... I'm going to have my line start from here. Let's see. I'll deploy my strongest units, Huscarls, on this flank here, where they can anchor our line. We'll have the offensive spearmen drop. This patch of ground here is a bit of a problem, to be honest, but it will also hopefully disrupt the enemy. And this makes no sense. What am I doing? Have the Huscarls over here instead. They're going, well, now have them in the center because we want them to be actually part of the fight. We'll have the rest of the spearmen take up positions along the line. Okay, we'll use the peasants on the rough ground there. Now my knights should be able to get a powerful downhill charge against the enemy once they come to hell, and until then they will be able to defend themselves quite well. And I'll also have units of archers over here. They can harass the enemy and they might be able to cause some trouble from the woods here. Alright, let's get into it, see what we've won. Well, hold on a second, have I assigned all my generals? Yes, I have. Right, have I assigned them well? Right, kind of silly that these guys are on their own. At least give them some infantry command so that we can move our generals around as needed. Give the commander-in-chief a substantial infantry body, for that matter. And since... Right, that's fine, let's go. So what are we facing? Yep, as I expected, lots and lots of spearmen. So we know that our troops are undisrupted by rough ground. Let's move up onto it. Now, just because we've been told we have to hold out till nightfall doesn't mean we're banned from doing any aggressive action whatsoever. Let's send my light archers out to see if we can't cause some mischief to those Scottish spearmen who are advancing. I'll just send them out here. What I want them to do is be able to fire on the enemy as they come past. So that they need to be out of the way. Just reveal a bit more of the what's down there. These Islesmen could be quite dangerous because they can actually cross the rough. Next turn. The enemy advancing. See, they've got absolutely no fear of us. They know that we are the weaker army. And they also know that they have to win for nightfall. We'll cross to here. And let's take a few close range shots at the Scottish spearmen. Okay, we can't turn again, unfortunately. Next turn. These are deeper formations, which means the Scottish spearmen have an advantage over us in terms of their staying power. Are they raw? They're just checking the quality. So all of these units are very grey. Now, if our archers could get in at the Islesman, that would be wonderful. Yep, you know what? I'm going to go off and do that. We're going to target the Islesman, because they are somewhat susceptible to archery fire. These guys can be shot at all day and they won't be bothered. And you know what? Seeing them coming forward like that, I'm going to bring this unit back. I'm going to refuse this flank. Just let them keep coming at us. It's a very mono-dimensional army, isn't it? Still, they're above average. They could be quite dangerous. And of course the knights are a threat as always. I can come straight up and threaten them. So they'll be standing here next turn. So you get stationary fire bonus against them. And next turn. Not the most proactive strategy, I know. Let's move them. It should be fine, they're not going to get into charge range this turn. Now, these are offensive spearmen, aren't they? Important to know, because they will drive, they will push back the they will push back the Scottish infantry, and we don't actually want that. So we're going to have to let them come to us. Painful, I know. You get pass the general along. He will eventually arrive. These Huscarls, on the other hand, are a different story. Let's cause the enemy as much grief as we can right now. And since we're in position for that, oh well. The general would actually have been useful for this. And I don't want to charge in because they'll drop back diagonally and then they're blocking their own knights. So the knights will just have to wait to be attacked. Oh god. I didn't think it would be this bad. Why is this so bad? The general shouldn't be making that much of a difference. Oh, of course, because they're moderately. That's fine, because the Scots will be disordered as well. Right, move to the side. They unfortunately didn't move into my fire trap. I have no idea where they're going to end up going, so I'm not going to make any rash moves. Now they will slowly win unless we go first. But they are now disordered, which means my knights can possibly get their licks in. Thank goodness this isn't pike and shot, eh? Hitting them. I already used my attack there. Right, since they are disordered, into battle. And that No, we don't want to do that. The mob are just going to have to hold out for a minute. Right, so obviously we've got this mayhem going on. Take the general, try and repel them. That could go on for a while. Finally managed to get some stationary fire. Still couldn't cause any cohesion test. Problem, if we don't win, we will eventually lose. That is the danger. See, I need some of these these units to actually disrupt. Thankfully they went for these knights. If they'd gone for the other units of knights, then that could be very scary. Take? You can't take the because right. This is starting to get rather alarming. Get into melee here. Don't feel like I have much of a choice. I need to try and get the spearmen to bog off. Yeah, this is not going to good, is it? No, you can push back, that's going to result in... You just see we're slowly getting ground down. It's not even that slow anymore, to be honest. It's this unit that's winning the battle for the Scots. They've managed to hold on against grim odds. So we push back. They just won't give up. Desperation now, we have another flank squad. And the fragmented as well. Got a disruption, so that's something. Turn them to face that direction, that way at least they're not going to get flanked immediately. Remember, if we do manage to hold out the whole day by some miracle, we still win this. That's probably going to panic the peasants, if we're honest. But we're still holding. We've been quite, well, we haven't been unlucky with lucky. As I said, this is going to get worse and worse as the battle goes on. We have been slightly unlucky in that my Huskarls haven't really been able to make any progress. They're let's see. Because if we can charge down, we can break this unit quickly. And I mean really quickly. Then I might be able to turn around and do something to this whole situation collapse. I couldn't just turn there because they would have just moved forward and locked me in the position again, so I had to be aggressive. Now, why don't I stop forgetting about these units and actually moving forward to help? This is the thing I always say to myself, if you're forgetting that any of your units even exist, then you deserve to lose on the hard difficulties. Going on for now, we might look at our round down this unit. The unit has become from double melee. And we're not even halfway through the battle yet. The peasants are now on their own. Maybe they'll grind down the spearmen. I have my doubts. I'm surprised this group is doing so well because they're both moderately disordered. So even with the moderate disorder and our units being steady, we're still losing this. That's how bad the situation is. They've now split my attention, which means we can be flanked. But I expect that flank attack to go in now. Yeah, there we go. I've done that in multiplayer many times to players. And I've had it done to me as well. You get one unit to face that way, you get one unit to face the other way, and then you just go to position, keep doing that. Also broke before they actually ran away, and it's going to be the same fate for this unit. To be fair, the mob have fought harder than the actual spearmen in our army. Well, I think we may as well go out in a blaze of glory, try and break them quickly. Take the less of the melees first. Well, we may as well move into melee now. Botched impact. We're going to lose. At this point I had to try and do something in the battle because we are never going to make this last for the 24 turns. That's a lot of ongoing melees. Those guys are barely worth bringing to the battle. Okay, so you have to remember I wasn't familiar with either the Norwegian or the Scottish army. So I didn't really know what to expect here. That said, I could probably have won this battle. There's a forest over here. Had I just stuffed everyone in there, I probably would have been able to hold out for the 24 turns, but there's no fun in that. There's no fun in just watching the bounce units off, enemy units off the forest all day. So I decided, let's set up in a good defensive position, try and hold out, let's just see what happens. As it happens, we got steamrolled. But yeah, this was just a complete mismatch. The Norwegians didn't really stand a chance, I think, today. That said, had I massed... I'm just trying to think about this now. Had I massed all of my knights and my Huskarls on this flank here and tried to just go down the hill at them, then there's a chance we might have managed to break through and it could have looped around the flank. So, no, there are things I could have done in hindsight which would have increased my chances. But then again, I took what chance I had. I tried to use my Scots to break through. It just didn't go my way today. Anyway folks, I've been Napoleon Complex, just a quick one today. Thank you for watching, and please consider leaving a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I will see you in the next one. Farewell.